The England women's football team will be playing in front of a record-breaking 55,000-strong crowd at Wembley this Sunday, when they play the current European champions Germany. This is the most amount of tickets sold for a women's match, and their first game at the new Wembley. Martina Heath from the Hampshire FA believes that the attitude towards women's football is changing at all levels.
There is still a stigma around girls playing football, but that has changed massively, certainly in the last 10-12 years that I've been involved. I think probably the biggest factor is the Olympic Games. That GB squad was absolutely phenomenal. Everyone wants to see the women's team succeed, and certainly this is the biggest match.
You have to work harder at girls' football than you do boys' football, in my opinion. You've got to do target activity. You've got to market it right. But once you've engaged with them, then it can work like any football. Now there's established leagues, established clubs, and the profile of it is certainly higher at a grassroots level as well as nationally. If you have got a talented girl, there is a clear, defined structure in terms of where they can go.
But captain of the University of Winchester team, Katie Cox, believes that girls still have a harder time than boys following a football pathway.
It's obviously very hard for boys, but I mean for girls to get sort of serious, if you were a girl and you say I want to be a professional footballer, it's sort of a bit of a joke, like no one would take it seriously. Like half the girls I know play for Chelsea and things like that, they've all got full-time jobs still, so it's sort of like I don't know, not even a dream really, you just don't really think about it. There's been a lot of negative feelings towards the men's team, and I think people are finally realising that the women's team have actually got such a good chance of winning the World Cup next year. It is changing, but the fact is that there's still a long way to go.
The fans heading to Wembley this Sunday for England versus Germany demonstrate a growing popularity of women's football in the UK. However, it's clear to see that there is still a long way to go until equality is achieved on the pitch for men and women. Rachel Gunter, Winchester News Online, Winchester.